When I put this studio together, I was quite determined to have the right kind of furniture behind me to hold all the gear that was bespoke to my needs and how I worked. And there was nothing on the market that was going to do that. Sure, you can buy some very expensive and beautifully made studio furniture, but nothing is available in New Zealand. And if I had imported something, it simply wouldn't have been what I was looking for. So the solution here in New Zealand, and I think Australia, I hope in other parts of the world, is you've got this sort of block wood kind of material. It's used for bench tops in kitchens, and you can make tables from it. And it's lots of small pieces of wood that are dovetailed and glued together, reconstituted wood. So I quite like that. It's very strong. It's not too heavy, and it's extremely stable. So I was able to put everything behind me together at today's prices for maybe a couple of thousand New Zealand dollars. And that sounds like a lot of money compared with just grabbing an old table, but it's extremely practical, very ergonomic. And so if you've got a skill with woodwork, and if you've got the right tools and a space to be able to build something, I'd highly recommend considering building your own furniture. It's paid dividends for me time and time again. This particular setup behind me is built in 4 sections. It's about 4 meters wide and about 1.5 meters deep at its deepest. It would be impossible to carry it in one piece, so I built it in 4 sections and then bolted it together, built it in the garage, brought it in here, and the whole lot can be disassembled and reasonably transported quite easily to a new location in the future. So I think sometimes when people come in the studio, yes, they see the gear, but what's almost most impressive, especially if you want to impress people, is how that gear is presented and how it's laid out. So yeah, if you've got the skills and the motivation, give it a go.